Yeah. Yeah. I was finna write a song, but I've been hella stressed. But I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed.
Welcome back to our channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Crystal, and behind the camera is my husband Kevin. So today I'm going to make you Bajan sweetbread. If you are new to this channel, we are Bajans who are living in the UK who tend to share our lives with our YouTube subscribers, and if we do anything fun, we take you along. For those of you who have been with us for a while and have supported us and are already subscribers, thank you so much for your love and support. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we hope that you love this video today. What I am planning to do today is do a bit of Bajan sweetbread. So if you would have watched our last video, I would have made like conkeys and fish cakes. And as you may know, this week we celebrated Barbados' Independence Day. And seeing that we're still in celebration mode, I am going to do one last recipe, which is one of my favorites, which is Bajan sweetbread. So what it is difficult to explain. You'll probably see it at the end if you stick around. It's between a cake and a bread. I can't think of anything that we can compare it to. If you are familiar with what Bajan sweetbread is, if there's anything similar to it, link it in the comments below. I would love to hear if there's anything like this around the world, somewhere else. So in terms of the ingredients, what we use is really simple. We have brown sugar, self-raising flour, desiccated coconut, shortening, which is optional. You don't have to use shortening. Butter. I have a bit of nutmeg here and salt, cherries, and raisins. To mix the ingredients together, I also have my coconut water. You can use plain water, or you can use milk, or you can use a combination between milk and coconut water. I may use a little milk, but let's see how it goes today. So what I'll do, I'll just I'll combine all of my dry ingredients first. Some sugar, all the dry ingredients first. Put in my desiccated coconut and my nutmeg and salt. And I'm gonna just mix that all in together. I'll get a different spoon. So before I started, I did wash my hands. So with this recipe, you have to use your hands quite a lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to try to mix all of the dry ingredients together so it's well incorporated. And then I will mix the butter and the shortening into the mixture with my fingers until it's like fine breadcrumbs. Now, I won't lie, right? I have done this recipe quite a few times. And to be honest, I had to change some of the quantities until I got the right texture that I wanted. So some things I honestly just eyeball it. And I keep mixing based on what the consistency looks like, particularly for the water. So I don't have exact quantities for the water, but I'll show you what I mean and how it looks. So I think we're almost there with mixing in all of the dry ingredients now. And then what I will do, okay, I think that's nice and mixed in. Emptying all of the butter. And the shortening. I may actually wash my hands again just in case I touch something I wasn't aware. So we're at the fun part now. So I call this shortening, but here in the UK it actually does not go by shortening. It's called vegetable fat. And just a point to note, some Bajans call this Bajan sweetbread, or they call it coconut bread. It has various names. So I'm gonna get my hands a bit dirty now. I'm just gonna work this in, working all the butter and the shortening until it resembles fine breadcrumbs. And the thing is, for me, I have tried mixing this with a machine before. I didn't quite like the consistency. So it's just best to do it by hand, to be honest, to make sure you get that nice, firm sweetbread. And don't worry, guys, we're not going to turn this channel into a cooking channel. All right. So I've mixed the shortening and the butter into the flour until it now resembles fine breadcrumbs. I also forgot to mention that I'll also need vanilla essence, so brought that over. And at this point, I'll now add in my raisins and cherries. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'm not sure how much, probably not too much. Mix this all in. Yep, that's good. I need a bigger bowl. Add in a few cherries as well, not many. I'm not a cherry lover. I mainly keep the cherries for the top. That's enough. That's enough thing for you. Raisins.
Yeah, man.
Not too many. I'm just putting a few cherries. Now I cut the cherries in half, so I don't have huge cherries throughout my sweetbread. I think in Barbados we call them maraschino cherries. I can't remember, but here they're called glazed cherries. Just want to make sure I get some of the cherries to the bottom. All right, so next fun part. Add some coconut water now to bind it all together. I did shake it up before. Don't want it too bind it all together, and then what I'll do is just knead it like I'm kneading bread. The more I knead, the firmer the cake will be. The sweet bread, not cake, because it's not supposed to come out like cake. Started, what I did was I greased and floured my pans, and I have my oven heating up. The oven is heating up at 180 degrees Celsius, which is about 350 Fahrenheit. Just gonna knead this to make sure it's incorporated properly. So like I mentioned, the more I knead, the firmer the bread will be. I barely remember to include the vanilla essence, so I've put that in, and I'm now about to put the mixture into the pan to put it in the oven. Now it's going to take about 35 to 40 minutes, or between 35 to 45 minutes for the sweetbread to finish bake, or until the skewer comes out clean. So I'm gonna just get my pans, put half the pans with the mixture, and then I'm gonna pop it into the oven. So I'm just doing a crisscross pattern at the top. All right, I think that's good. And then I'll put some cherries on the top. Now some Bajans love coconut in the middle. And if I were doing that tonight, well, if I was doing that, I would basically get desiccated coconut, mix it with some coconut water, sugar, boil it on the stove top, probably add a little nutmeg in it as well. Similar type of ingredients that I use for the actual sweetbread. Do it on the stove top, and then I would make a well in the middle of the sweetbread and put it in. I honestly don't like it. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't like to taste coconut like that. So I'm not gonna do that with this one. And I don't think the kids are lovers of sweetbread either. Not sweetbread, of coconut, sorry, like that. All right, so I'm just gonna have, and yes, people, I did wash my hands off camera. All right. And one more cherry. I think that's it. So I'm about to pop these in the oven. And remember, guys, if you're wondering what is this white thing around the rim of the pan, remember I did say that I did grease and flour the pan before putting in the mixture. So I'm going to pop it in the oven now. This isn't level. Put my little one in. nice and lovely. It's all done. I'm just gonna let it cool. I'm gonna take out the others now. I'll let it cool and then I'll cut it and get some sweetbread with tea. Did everyone that should take over yours?
Recording there.
So let me just see if it's all done. Skewer can't. Yep, skewer is all clean. Just make sure. Put it in an angle just to be sure it's all clean. And it's all done. So I'll let them cool now. And then once they're cool, I'll put it on my, I don't know what it's called on those things. What it's called this?
Who knows?
I'll put it in here. And then I'll cut it. I don't know if I'll actually eat any tonight though. I'll probably have some with tea tomorrow morning. And it should be all cool by then. So I'll let it cool and then I'll take them out of the pan. I might not open, I might go get another tray. So I don't have space now. Take a picture. And there you have it, sweetbread. I'll let it cool some more. This is the test now, guys.
All right.
Oh, it tastes, man.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Good. Yeah, sweetbread. And that's it, guys. Hope that you like this video. I'm about to have some sweetbread and tea. And I need to get another one of those. Because clearly that one is too small. Very good. So people, this is officially day 2. We started out with 3 sweetbreads, 2 big ones and a little one. The low one was decimated. And the thing is, I thought it was me who had favored sweetbread in this house. I had 2 slices, and yes, I know what y'all thinking. There were 2 ends, right? Relatively small slices. And look at the state of affairs. Well, I guess that's to say it, because I was a bit worried. I'm not gonna lie. It's slightly smaller than, not smaller, sorry, slightly browner than I'm accustomed having it. I prefer mine slightly on the lighter side, but they do taste nice. Definitely taste authentic. And the texture is pretty good as well, and not too dry. So I think this is a winner with the family as well. You definitely have to try the recipe. And I hope for you guys who are not familiar with coconut bread or Bajan sweetbread that you do like it if you do try it.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I was finna write a song, but I've been hella stressed. But I looked in your eyes and noticed I'm hella blessed.